to chat for the hearts that sustain us. Bringing the love where the waves crash and scatter. Words form a bond and they endlessly chain us. Kindness that matters. Voices arise and the flow never falter. Building a space where the ties last forever. Chat is the place where respect doesn't alter, holding us clever. Grateful are we for the sparks that ignite us. Chat lifts us up, every voice brings its power. Threads of goodwill through the storms that unite us. Hope we devour. Here in this space, every heart finds its meaning. Words weave a net where the world feels much kinder. Chat is the pulse, every moment redeeming, binding reminder. Grateful are we for the sparks that ignite us. Chat lifts us up, every voice brings its power. Threads of goodwill through the storms that unite us. Hope we devour. Quiet nights and the storms full of thunder. Chat holds the light, every word a new tether. Strength in the love that connects us, no sunder, lifting together. Hats off to Chat for the joy in your giving. Every kind soul brings a world that feels brighter. May these connections endure while we're living, bond growing tighter.
Hello, hello. Antics, it is so good to see you. Welcome in. I'm going to have to find the welcome prize from Cricket from 3 weeks ago. Eric, sweetie, how are you? And last and certainly not least, most importantly, Susan, how are you, dear? It is really, really good to see you. I hope everything is well. I am doing much better. Hi, Cricket. I was just thinking about you and telling folks that I'm going to have to go over here. Got to open up my mail and go find prizes from Cricket. Look at these. Antics. I feel like I should know the right answer to a quiz for this one. Hold on, you guys. Let me find you. Thank you. I would feel better if it were mirrored because it feels lopsided for me. There we go. I like that better. I hope you guys don't mind the backwards. You were logged out of your YouTube. Well, we missed you, Eric. We really missed you. Antics, are you still here? You have to be present to win, Antics. Are you still here, Antics? Because if it's not Antics, it's Eric. Eric, I've been out myself. I've been out sick or family things. I think I haven't had a live in like 2.5 or 3 weeks, something like that, guys. It's been quite a while. Quite a while. I can tell already that I'm going to be talking more than I've been talking. Yeah, it has been. It's been several weeks. And I can tell already this is going to be a short one. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. It's going to be a short one because I can feel my chest getting tight for talking. So I'm going to start coughing here. I can tell. I can tell. So, what has been going on in my life? I was sick last week, and so I took the whole week off. Last time I talked to you guys, I think I had an interview scheduled, and I was sick for that interview. And they said that was fine. And then when I went to reschedule, they didn't want to reschedule. So I lost that opportunity. Now, I'm not so sure that that's a bad thing. They wanted to pay a laughingly small amount of money. So I'm just as glad to have had the decision taken completely out of my hands, which is a frustrating, at the one point, it's frustrating, and at the other point, it means I don't have to worry about it. It's just easier. I have got some sort of a bug bite or something on my wrist. It keeps tickling. I am concerned that it's the beginning of shingles. Sorry, my phone just exploded. So, what else, guys? I think it's been so long since I've been here that we don't even have. We don't even have. Yeah, I've had shingles before and I remember what it felt like. It's just that weird tickle, Susan. Have you had shingles? I am a little concerned. What else is new? Not much. I've taken on a new client at work, and that seems to be going fine. So I'm working almost. Are you vaccinated, Cricket? I hope you're vaccinated, dear. The last thing you'd want to do is this weird tickle. This weird tickle. Did we lose Eric? We lost Antics. We lost Eric. So we're at 12 minutes and we've still got our first Minnesota goodbye. My goodness, my absence has made a dent. People have missed me and they've gone on to greener pastures while I've let this one get overgrown. That is definitely my bad. Definitely my bad. Maybe I will have to go live vertical. I know Susan, hasn't Sunrise Dawn built her whole audience from going vertical? Last time I looked, she exceeded me by about 600 subs. I'm so impressed. Why am I backwards? I am backwards because it was the only way that I could make the window backwards. Is if it's going to make you nuts, I can unbackwards it. Let me see. I can unbackwards it there. And then let me there. Now I'm happier. I want the window to be on my right size. It was you, Eric. It was you, Eric. It was you that won it because Antics wasn't here, but then you weren't here either, sweetie. So let's do the first Minnesota Goodbye prize to Eric. Let me find y'all so I can share this screen. Yeah, she is doing great. Well, maybe we'll go vertical occasionally. Eric. Here's your prize for first Minnesota Goodbye. There you go. Actually, it's not first Minnesota Goodbye. What am I thinking? It's your prize for first in, Eric. You are here. Here is your prize photo. Papa Cat reminded you. Thank you, Papa Cat. Thank you, Papa Cat. Eric, make sure and email me and I will get it off to you. Actually, you were wondering which, brain fog. Which were you wondering? By the time you type, I've forgotten, so I need the antecedents to your pronouns. It is a quilt. I could tell it was a quilt. I'm not sure if it can tell over the YouTubes, but I could tell it was a quilt. It's a lovely quilt. I'm sorry I didn't say anything about the quilt. I am apparently distracted for some reason. Ah, you were wondering why Minnesota Goodbye so soon. Yeah. And it will be a soon Minnesota Goodbye, but not that soon. It will be a soon Minnesota Goodbye because I can already feel my chest tightening and getting rough from this from the cold that I've had. I should get up and go get a cup of tea. I may do that in a few minutes. Get up and go get a cup of tea. Eric, do you like it? Okay, good. Email me and I will get it off to you. So, what else? Not much else. Trying to avoid the news as much as possible. Work is going reasonably well. The job search is real quilts are great, but I don't have that much time. Real quilts are great. Need to find some virgins to sacrifice to get rid of my cold. Yeah, it's it's better, but I have still definitely got it. Okay, Eric, make sure and email. Zippy, you're only about 15 minutes late. It's really nice of you to make it. YouTube flagged the virgins comment. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Sorry, guys, I got a tickle in my ankle. You are not too late. What is new and different? What shoulds we talk about, y'all? What shoulds we talk about? I got not much going on. I wasn't quite ready to give up the spring background, but I wanted to do a Halloween background. Probably the combination cricket. Probably the combination. I wanted a Halloween background, and I could have sworn that I created a Halloween background that I used last year. I could have sworn that I did that, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Thank you, Zippy. Thank you. It has been in the low 50s, upper 40s, Susan, at night, and upper 50s to lower 60s, sometimes upper 60s during the day. Saturday, child number 4 had an activity that they had to do outside, and it was rainy, like stand outside for a minute and get drenched from head to toe. Rainy. It was rainy outside Saturday. So poor child number 4 got drenched several times. It was miserable weather. Yeah, I like this particular background, Zippy. It's a nice one. But like I said, I could have sworn I made a Halloween background, but I cannot find it anywhere. You know, I like it on a summer Saturday afternoon when nothing else is going on. I love a good rainstorm. I love a good Midwest thunderstorm. Love them. I like the smell. I like the feel. The electricity makes your teeth clang. I like Oh yeah, Zippy. Absolutely. Natives, my kids, it can be pouring down rain and they don't even care. Pouring. Not even, I mean, but this pouring, this was excessive pouring even for Portland. This was really wet, even for Portland wet this weekend. It was. Yeah. Pretty much something. Yes, from a Great Bay window, watching the rain come down in sheets. Watching them come down in sheets. The temperature drops. You get a nice cup of tea. I love them that way. It is the best. Yes, like atmospheric river wet. Yes, we had an atmospheric river this weekend. It was drenching, pouring wet. Unbelievable. So much rain. It was a lot of rain. It was really nice sitting outside We have an overhang. We have a roof over the patio. So sitting outside listening to the rain was just heavenly. Just heavenly. It was huge, big raindrops. And just, yeah, it was a really, really lovely, lovely, lovely rain. If you weren't in it, then I had to go out and be in it, and it wasn't quite so lovely anymore. Oh, Cricket, we would love to have you. We would love to have you, but this is not the time to come, honey. This is not the time to come. Last week, yeah, you got to come before the first week in October. You got to come before the first week in October. The weather really changes after Halloween. You can find something to love about every state. This is the cold, but I am partial to the West Coast. Zippy, I have not been to every state. That is really cool, though. Susan, your storms usually come with a lot of wind and lightning. Yeah. In the Midwest, they often come with a lot of wind and lightning. But I don't remember the storms being the summer storms, at least. I don't remember them being as bad when I was a kid. Although, I don't know what I'm saying. We had tornadoes. So I just didn't have it traumatized. Oh, you want to drive, Cricket? Which route are you going to take? The northern route or the southern route? You lived in DC in the Virginia area and the fall season was stunning. Zippy, have you been in Minnesota, Wisconsin during fall? You would love it. There are river valleys covered in oak and maple. That's an aspen. Oak and maple and aspen, I believe. Now I'm going to have to find that out. Hold on just a second. Maple, elm, ash, oak, birch. Birch. Ah, national parks along the way. Cricket, that's an excellent idea. Also, you can camp in the national parks on the way. Well, I highly recommend South Dakota for its state parks and its scenery. It's beautiful. South Dakota is underrated gem. It's on the way to nowhere. You have a tent cot and can sleep anywhere with it. I bet you can, Cricket. I bet you can set camp up easy peasy lemon squeezy. We don't have a spare room, Cricket, but we've got a yard. You can tent cot in the yard or on the floor. Pardon me, y'all. Oh, Berkeley, yes. And to do the whole San Francisco tour with a local, Cricket, that would be fabulous. That would be fabulous. Cricket, I could fly down to San Francisco and drive the San Francisco to Portland leg with you. All of Oregon has great yards? No. We had a house before this that did not have a great yard. Did not have a great yard. It had an awful yard. It had a postage stamp yard. It had a yard that might be smaller than the deck that I have now. And the deck that I have is small. It was a pissant yard. Oregon is beautiful. Oregon is beautiful. You can get from San Francisco to Portland in a day. You can do it in a nice long day, but you can do it in a day. You got to be committed to it. You got to be 6 a.m. in the morning committed to it, but it can be done in a day. Next week, you're going to be dog sitting your niece's dachshund. Yeah, brain fog. That would be lovely to do something, brain fog. I don't know if I can plan that far out right now. I'm sorry, I got completely distracted. thinking about next spring. The whole family are going to Florida, and that's why you're going to be dog sitting. Your dad does it every year. You've been in that car a few times. Yeah, exactly. You can do it in one fell swoop. You got to be committed to it. You got to be committed to it. Well, we can't both come up from California with him, but I suppose we could. I suppose we could. I'm not that talented of a tour guide around Portland. I don't know all the lore. But I'm sure that we will find something to do. You're really good at getting up early to drive? Okay, Cricket. You'd rather get the hours underneath you? I prefer getting them done during the day as well. It's a long day, but it's not a bad day. It's not a bad day. I mean, it feels really long. Could always drive behind us. Yeah, we could. You're right, we could. What am I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. When you visited Portland, pretty much anywhere I looked was interesting to me. Yeah, I've got a cousin whom I adore. He's brilliant and funny and just a dear. And he is coming to visit. You guys could do one of what? Brain fog. I lost the antecedent already. We could do one and you'd do two of what? So this cousin is coming to visit, and I am desperately trying to think of things to do with them while they are here. That's not, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what sort of things to plan to do with my cousin who says, don't plan to do anything because I'm just coming to see y'all. That's what they said. Oh, you'll do two. I hear you. I hear you, brain fog. Ashland is a really nice place to stop. Ashland is a really nice place to stop. I could be convinced to stop in Ashland. I could be We could also do the coastal route. I've never done the coastal route. I've never done Highway 101. But I guess I mean, we could do it north. I don't know if it's as beautiful going north. That's a statement of true love and appreciation when just being in your presence is the ultimate travel destination attraction. I know, isn't it sweet, Zippy? I'm so excited to see them. We are distant cousins, and um he is just a lovely man, and we are almost the same age. Highway 101 at some points ain't so great. Yeah, I know. There's that too. At least on I-5, we'll have a place to stay. And like I said, Ashland is nice. There's also Mount Shasta. We could always stay at Mount Shasta. Either of those are awfully nice. Cricket, you like us co-opting your road trip? Yeah, of course, Zippy, I'm certain that it's not going to be enough and that we should plan to do some things. Um, but of course, that's silly. That's probably just silliness that I should get over. Hey, Professor, how are you? Probably just silliness that I should get over. Hey, Bill. You're enjoying fantasizing about Cricket's road trip? Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big OMSI fan. You wanted to drive the coast too, head down to San Diego and haunt antics a little bit. Oh, that'd be nice, Cricket. That'd be nice. OMSI is like, I mean, it's great for kids, but I don't know so much about a couple of 60-year-olds almost. Anyhow, he's just my age, almost the same age. We didn't meet until we were adults. And we've really only had a chance to spend time together at family reunions. He's one of the family historians. And one-on-one from San Diego to San Francisco is beautiful. The only route you take to LA. Really? I've never done it from San Diego to LA on the 101. I've never done that, brain fog. That would be so much fun. Never done it. Thank you, Professor. I'm glad you like the autumn vibes. Like I said, I was hoping for a Halloween theme, but I couldn't get one made quick enough. Ooh. Thank you, brain fog. The Japanese garden, we could go to the Japanese garden or the Chinese garden. We could go to either of them. I could check out their accessibility. Brain fog. You found a third or fourth cousin in England when I started genealogy. She's an excellent researcher. Filled you in on stuff over there. That's really cool, Cricket. If you're in a hurry, you have to bite the bullet and take the 5. I think that would it even has a cafe like the one in San Francisco. Okay. There's also the art museum. Could offer an array of things. It's only 2 days, so it's not like it's heaps and heaps of time. We are the Californians, just like on Saturday Night Live. Oh my, Professor. I don't know this skit. I have not followed Saturday Night Live in quite some time. The most I can follow, well, I don't follow late night. I don't watch anything late night. I don't keep up with Saturday Night Live. I really probably should keep up with the zeitgeist and all of that. I like the idea of the garden, Japanese garden. The cafe at our garden is wow. I definitely want to go there the next time you go. The Japanese garden, you can sit and talk as opposed to the art museum. Oh, that's a really good point, brain fog. That's a good point. The only sights I remember seeing in San Francisco were Haight-Ashbury and Ghirardelli chocolate. I remember the public transport system being good. We went to Haight-Ashbury, but it was like bumper to bumper traffic, 6 blocks either direction of the intersection in both directions. Yes, I liked North Beach too, Zippy. It was insanity at Haight-Ashbury. And so I didn't even bother to get out of the car because I knew that I wouldn't be able to deal. Found a distant relative who was leader of an Arizona hippie commune in the 60s and 70s. His photo fits right in with the features on our family. Yeah, Professor, this cousin, it's so funny because he's a distant cousin, And we have several yeah, you should put your phone down and start driving now, Professor. We have, of course, several other different cousins who come to the reunion, and the reality is that you find so many familial similarities. It's just quite quite interesting. Just very, very interesting how you see families, um, yeah, yeah. The similarities you see within families are mind-blowingly interesting. Mind-blowingly interesting. It fascinates me to no end. The Height Black Old News. Oakland Museum, 4th Street, Berkeley, North Beach, San Francisco. Yeah. Well, I was trying to go to the cool places. Now I can say I've been there, done that. Just, things to try and do in San Francisco. It was it was interesting. We got to see a lot. We rented a car and went up and did wineries. It was a lovely weekend. It was a lovely weekend. Long time ago. Haven't been back down in a long time. You have blacksmiths on all three branches of your family: Portuguese, French, Canadian, and English. Right, Cricket? The similarities, when you start looking into genealogy, the similarities become overwhelming. It's really, really an interesting thing. And now we're going to do First Minnesota Goodbye. Now we're going to do First Minnesota Goodbye. Lafitte, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Lafitte's Bar in New Orleans. New Orleans. Black Sheep, Blacksmiths. Blacksmiths. Lafayette. Lafitte or Lafayette? Black Sheep or Blacksmiths? I want to go to New Orleans. I so want to go to New Orleans, but I also really want to go to Charleston. And I have a really hard time deciding if I want to go to New Orleans or to Charleston. He was a pirate and a blacksmith. His blacksmith shop is now a bar. Pronounced Lafitte. Got it, Zippy. Thank you. His blacksmith shop is now a bar. That is cool, Zip. That's really cool. Yeah, so I'm torn between Charleston and New Orleans. What do you guys think? Charleston or New Orleans? I don't know why I feel like I have to pick one. Let New Orleans go never lives up to the hype. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking Charleston is like Lafitte. Got it, Susan. Let's agree to disagree about New Orleans. Well, I have people I know in New Orleans, so I could always go. But Charleston, you think Charleston? It's got a similar feel to it. New Orleans is one of the most historic, unique, and interesting areas in the U.S. I agree, Zippy, but Charleston is too. I mean, I think Charleston is as historic and as unique. Charleston is on your bucket list. You love New Orleans. You lived in Louisiana for 7 years. I didn't know that, Susan. That's very cool. The food is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. That is what I hear. Zippy, you're going to have to go to Charleston and give us the report back. Brainfuck, have you been to both? You want to check out the voodoo shop in New Orleans? Yeah, Cricket. I hear you. If you're native, I totally understand, but San Francisco is all of those things too. Your first tattoo was a fleur-de-lis. That's cool. Oh, good vibes. You went on a tour of homes. How was that? That must have been just lovely. That must have been just lovely. Guys, sorry, yeah, it is a cool tattoo. Sorry, the green screen keeps showing up. You guys are sweet. San Francisco is very unique. But Portland's pretty unique. You're a goth. You've been to New Orleans. Have you been to Charleston, Brain Fog? Was nice. I bet you the tour was nice. Good vibes. I bet you it was really nice. Brain Fog, have you been to Charleston? I'm just asking somebody if there's somebody who's been to both places. I wasn't sure if you'd been to both places, brain fog. If I missed that, my apologies. I have got a problem. Love locations that hold up to the historic vibe and don't succumb to cookie cutter urban planning. You don't know. All the South is Papa Cat. Got it, brain fog. Those sorts of places are hard to find, Zippy. Those sorts of places are hard to find. The familia just arrived home. I forgot somebody's birthday. Here you would take me to Salem and to Provincetown. Okay. Well, Cricket, if you were here, I'd take you to the coast. I'd take you to Cannon Beach. And I would take you to Multnomah Falls. That is what we would do. We would go to Cannon Beach and Multnomah Falls. No, not 1 through 4. Not 1 through 4. You were not forced to face the German cannons, stand out in front of the Chevalier de Free. Cobilf, explain the reference if you're still here. I did not forget 1 through 4. It is somebody else, but I also forgot last year. And apparently promised there would be a to-do this year. And now I've forgotten again. Are you kidding me, Professor? If I'm honest, Western Massachusetts is more beautiful than the coast where you grew up. Really, Cricket? The old Delphinian Foundation outside Sheridan, Oregon. There you go, Professor. Everybody got salmonella. Multnomah Falls are awesome. Yeah. You have to get a ticket now. I should check with him. See if we can even get a ticket for that far out. Hold on. Hold while I plan. Huh. Hold on. Huh. How is this supposed to work? Hmm. Looks like they sell out. Weird. Hi, Bob. I shall be duck going your question though, Professor, so as to educate myself what the fuck you're talking about. Duck go. Okay, Zippy, come back and report to us. Come back and report to us. So what I have discovered is that they are timed use permits. You headed to Gatlinburg, Tennessee in 2 weeks for 10 days. Wow, Susan. See, I only have a very few close cousins, and they're significantly younger than me. Anybody else play a drinking game where you had to take a shot whenever anyone in the Bob Newhart game said hi, Bob? No, Zippy, but I can imagine that it'd be like doing the it'd be like doing hi Norm on Cheers. Hey Norm, take a drink. Hey Norm, take a drink. Hey Norm, take a drink. You're not gonna take the shot, Zippy? Come on. Come on, take the shot. No, I shouldn't encourage you. Leave be. Gatlinburg, yay. I've been there a bunch of times with Papa Cat, but not since 2006. Susan wins, yay. I know that game, Zippy. I can't play because alcoholism, but we can't blame that on Bob. Yeah, you guys are just that little bit much older than us. Something Hubbard said in the middle of a lecture, showing off his vocabulary at the expense of 90% of the students. Nora probably had to waste tons of time in her own life word clearing that. German cannons stand out in front of the Chevalier de Frise. Is that what you mean, Professor? We could do what with chocolate? Oh, we could play the drinking game with chocolate. Putting in earbuds, going into Trader Joe's. Okay. You watched reruns. Yeah, the chocolate thing. Let's do the chocolate thing. I need some chocolate. That would be a great idea. I don't have any chocolate handy. Nora was word clearing students. Yeah. How do you word clear that, Professor? How do you word clear that? Face the German cannons and stand out in front of the Chevalier de Free. Interesting. Showing off his vocabulary for the sake of showing it off. Antics, you're back. Cricket. Gaining weight is good for you, sweetheart. Keep up with the hot chocolates. Put some cream in them. Antics, we missed you. We missed you. Next time with the chocolate, I don't have any either right now. You have to find a big enough dictionary. Yeah, you do, Professor. Don't go there. I will give you some of my weight. Yeah, he can have some of mine too, Susan. Absolutely. I'd happily. It would be nice if they could come up with a way to do that. Because gaining for winter, yeah. Now with Google, it's easy to look up. Yes, now with Google, it is easy to look up. Oh my God. You're right, Professor. That would have been awful. Hershey has great dark chocolate syrup that you recommend. You were calling into the Central Hollywood meeting. Oh, that sounds great. Jamie Mustard called in too, and Lara was on fire. You like the Dutch process Hershey's? Yeah. Fab Daddy, sweetheart. I am well. Thank you for asking. How are you? This cold I had really threw me for a loop. I was really sick. In fact, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my voice. Because of your heart, they want you to lose, and then they put you on a med that makes you gain. Oh, Susan. Oh, no. I'm doing pretty good. I am feeling better, although my voice is feeling it with the talking. My voice is feeling it with the talking, but maybe if I just quiet down a bit. Can you guys still hear me? Maybe if I just quiet down a bit. It looks like I'm mending. Yeah, I feel better. I'm still out of breath, but I do feel better. Yeah. Okay. Good. You're back. No, no, no. Just a turtleneck. Just a turtleneck. Sorry, Fab Daddy. Didn't mean to scare you. It's just a turtleneck. It didn't occur to me that it would look like a neck brace. I think it's time for a 420 break. I can go for that, Bob. Oh, and second Minnesota goodbye. It is time for second Minnesota goodbye. That I know for certain. What are we coming up on, y'all? We're coming up on third Minnesota goodbye. Warhol put off turtlenecks the best. He did. He looked great in a turtleneck. If you don't take care of yourself, yeah, I know if I don't take care of myself, you guys don't get to hear my ramblings. Let me get another lozenge. Hold on a second, y'all. No, it's third Minnesota goodbye antics. So YouTube held antics comments. Fab Daddy, hello. I got nothing, Cricket. I got nothing. Not that I'm aware of, Cricket. Not to me. There's only a third Minnesota goodbye award, antics. It's only first in and third goodbye. Yeah, Grandma Squirrel is outside. Where is she? She's out there somewhere. It's a nice fall. Related in spirit, maybe. Nice antics. There was a bar in Palo Alto called Antonio's Nut House that had a scoreboard for patrons with the longest goodbyes. That is so cool, Zippy. That is so cool. I love that. Had a scoreboard for patrons with the longest goodbyes. Unbelievable. And yes, brain fog, exactly. Where haven't you been, Zippy? Antics. Eric did win first in. You got quiet, Eric. I didn't know you were still here. Zippy, I think it's more than that. You're just old. I think you traveled a little bit. Been around a bit, but not as much as you'd like. You're not that old. I was nicknamed a salmon when I was a teenager by a hippie. So my spirit animal is fishy as all heck. Ah ha ha. Fab Daddy, that's good. That's good. Eric did win first in. He's going to have to mail me. Eric, if you don't hear from me for a day or two, actually, let me take care of this right now. Hold on. I just got to take care of it right now. Okay, hold on a second. There you go, Eric. There is no sense. Thank you, Antics. The pink or the cream? Fab Daddy, stay clear of Big Chief. He's an avid fisherman. Yeah, he does like to fish, doesn't he, Antics? Your current abode was my 33rd and possibly last move. And yes, I've traveled. That is a lot of moves, Zippy. You went to your annual Halloween and harvest party on Saturday. You were still recovering. How goes the recovery, Fab Daddy? Did you get out of bed yesterday? It's a great color, makes her look very comforting, like a female Mr. Rogers. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yeah, I love this pink. I got this sweater because I fell in love with it. Not this one, another one. So I got the sweater. I fell in love with it. And I had it for 18 months. This is how weird stores are nowadays, guys. And I ran into it on clearance at the same store. So I got two and I brought it home. This is the new one. I brought it home and put it against the old one and realized the old one had lost a lot of its color. So I'm going to be carefuler with this one washing it, and hopefully it won't lose as much color. Keeping track of what, Fab Daddy? Keeping track of what? Oh, yeah. 33 Zippy is keeping track. Yeah, I don't keep track. Well, I guess I can go back. I could go back and count all my moves. I could do that. I could think it through and count them all, but I don't know if I could do that if I had 33. You didn't get out of bed yesterday, but you got out of bed today then. You're headed back that way. Wow. Probably should keep this to myself, but I have no filter. But my favorite, I have no filter, but it's a great color on me. Thank you guys. I do like the color. I do like the color. And it wasn't as good. It's a beer quote. What's a beer quote, Fab Daddy? Fred Rogers quote? When things are really bad, look for the helpers. Yes. Fred Rogers was a great man. He was definitely a great man. It's a beer quote. Let me go back and find your 33 means old Latrobe. Oh. Okay. It probably cut out the second half of that comment. The second half of which comment? Antics. Antics, you're going to make me blush. Oh my goodness gracious. I never even thought to notice. Beer is like cheese or wine or olives or salami. It's taste of fine dining and mushrooms and bread. Yeah, brain fog. But you know, his wife was very happy. Family friend belonged to his gym. Really, swear to God, honest antics. That is hilarious. I hope that Mr. Rogers had a good time. Everybody deserves to have fun in the sack with their chosen sack mates or mate, as the case may be. Antics, it's hilarious. But if you don't want to think about him that way, there's a reason he was so confident. Just like LBJ. His sweater wasn't huge. Just like LBJ. LBJ had all the confidence, had enough confidence for you can't believe you're finally a prude about something. I think it's adorable, brain fog. I think it's adorable. Okay, third Minnesota goodbye, you guys. To change out my AirPods, guys. Exactly, Zippy. Is that not hilarious? I think it's pretty hilarious. What mic have I been on? Okay. Yes, antics. Oh my goodness. BDE. Yes. LBJ. I hope I forget to talk about it tomorrow. I hope you do too. Maybe, maybe it'll be one of those things that just goes out to the brain fog. You attribute it to the brain fog and it just disappears. Are you blushing, Susan? Yeah. But, you know, he was married. I hope everybody has fun in the sack with their chosen sack mate. I'll remind you if you catch your live CBF because you're helpful like that. Zippy, you're hilarious. Apparently, Charlie Chaplin was also blessed. Interesting. I never knew that about Charlie Chaplin. You're just shy. Oh, really? I think he's serious. I think he's serious. I do. I do. So, you've just heard tell. Did I say that? I did not say that. You just told Papa Cat and he had the same reaction? Well, there's nothing wrong with your reaction. You enjoy your meat sack as well you should. No, I did not say meat sack. I said everyone should have fun in the sack with their intended sack partner or partners, as the case may be. It's trying to be inclusive. Milton Berle was packing. That somehow does not surprise me. How did we get on this subject? Antics got us on this subject. Hilarious antics. Say goodbye to the monetization. That's for sure. You've heard that about Milty? You heard about Charlie Chaplin? Him and Una had a few kids at his elder age. Well, apparently this is all. I wonder if there's a Wikipedia page. Sure thing, partner, said John Wayne, the biggest dick swinger ever. Yeah. The pre-Hollywood. Hmm. You think John Wayne was packing? Is that? Oh no, that was I was gonna say. Is there a Wikipedia page for actors who were reportedly packing? That would be hilarious. A Wikipedia page for famous people who were reportedly packing. The boat he occupied is in the city of Fremont. This conversation took a priapic turn. Xenu-free. Xenu-free. You win third Minnesota goodbye. I have gone after dark tonight, apparently. Xenu-free, you won third Minnesota goodbye. Are you ready? Check it out. Look at that. Just for you, Xenu-free. What do you think of that? It's nice to see you in here. Let's drop an email. You ready? Isn't it pretty? Cricut makes the coolest stuff. Xenu-free gets a Cricut pic. Does who get a Cricut picture? Yeah, Xenu-free gets a Cricut picture. Xenu-free won 130 and third Minnesota Goodbye Award. Let me show you the first in award today, you guys. For those of you who showed up late, let me show you the first Minnesota Goodbye Award. Susan, I can't believe it's been so long. There's the first Minnesota Goodbye Award. No, that's not the first Minnesota Goodbye Award. That's the first in award. The first in award. And the third Minnesota Susan. It is your grandma's pillow. Susan, that is so sweet. Cricket received a member. Mandy did. Oh, Liz Gale did. Antics and Zippy and Kristen and Big Chief. Look at all those memberships. Susan, thank you. Thank you so much. That is really sweet of you. She is really, really nice. Now I'm really going to have to do, let's schedule it right now, and I will write it down. Sorry, I'm looking at dates. Guys, how about the 16th? They're beautiful. Okay. Let me go back and catch. Susan, thank you so much. There is a wiki Okay, brain fog. We will go there at a later date. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're not allowed memberships. You like being untethered. That's okay, Fab Daddy. It would make a nice knit pattern, Antics. It's all pixelated already. Joe DiMaggio was blessed. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, what am I looking for? I am looking for the calendar. The 9th of November. How does it feel if we have okay. Look at that. I did a thing. Now I got to come back and see what you guys have been babbling about. That would be lovely. Do you remember the 9th of November? I got to remember it right now. Hold on. Because you know what I've done the last 2 times is I haven't put it in the calendar. November 9th at 10 a.m. I'm a poet and I know it. That's why my feet are called Longfellows. Oh my goodness, Zippy. You're hilarious. Tommy Lee is blessed. You might have to watch a VHS tape. Oh my goodness, Fab Daddy. Okay, you guys, so Fab Daddy win for referencing VHS? Indeed. Indeed. So what's on my calendar, guys? I'm going to do a live with you on Thursday. I will do a live with you on Thursday. November 9th is the members only Zoom call, Cricket. November 9th is the members only Zoom call. Every time I get new memberships, I'm reminded that I need to do things for the memberships that I don't do. So my apologies for that, y'all. Tori doesn't like room raids, Professor. At least that's my understanding. Don't tell Tori about Mr. Rogers. Yes, thank you, Professor. Video game holiday for Thanksgiving. Oh, we are going to do that. Did I tell you guys about that? I guess I must have. You can, but Tori does. Oh, she does like them? Oh, she likes them now? Okay. Okay. Then, guys, go do a room raid. Go. Fab Daddy, yes, we're doing the video games. Ask me earlier in the stream next, and I will tell you more. about the plan. Okay, you guys? See you later.